Reality.
UFOs.
Science.
Consciousness.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
That might not be a real thing. The podcast.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I'm the Candyman, here with Danny D, Kingsley, and Macca. Bloods are Crips, son.
Ooh.
Bloods are Crips. That is, I play video games, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
And I have a crew that I run with, right? My regular team. But on occasion, I will join a random group of people to play video games, like when I'm warming up or when it's the end of the night and I'm just, letting it, just playing for fun or whatever. And I get in this group last night, and these three dudes come at me hard with Bloods or Crips, quick, right now, Bloods or Crips. And I'm like, what? they're like, Bloods or Crips, pick a side right now. What's the first side you pick? We want to know. And I was like, my immediate response was like,
Bloods.
is this 1992?
Yeah.
I was like, what, is this 30 years ago? What's going on right now, And
Yeah, right.
so they're like, they won't
There's no
answer.
difference.
They won't answer my question of like,
Why
Why are you asking?
yeah,
us?
why do I have to pick? But they're like, nope, just pick. So I was like, I'll tell you. I was like, my favorite color between the two is red. I'm like, but Snoop D-O-double-G was the Crip. And I was like, so if I got to be lumped in with somebody, I guess I choose Crips. I was like, but I will tell you that, I was like, you're not dealing with the average bear over here. I was like, I couldn't be a Blood or a Crip. I was like, I would have to fight the leaders of the respective gangs, take over the group and unite them into one giant
army.
just one giant clan of, and I asked them, I was like, why can't we do that?
Purples.
They
I was
are.
like-
They are at peace now. Actually,
I was like,
Not
why?
in prison.
I was like, why can't we all get together, join forces, and create the most unstoppable gang ever created? You know what I mean? And they were like, oh, I don't know, blah blah blah. They were giving me wise answers.
Why'd they ask you that?
Because they're weirdos,
Little
man.
punks?
They were like older dudes. They obviously knew about Bloods and Crips.
You can call them the purples, because red and blue make purple.
Well, that's what I got presented with last night, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to say that on the show. I was like, Bloods or Crips. That's what's still going on out there. So.
We haven't talked about this in a while, but I just want to say that UFOs. There's some big happenings happening. In 2022.
What's abreast?
It's too much to explain right now, but like
Give me the fine points.
Well,
Give me three.
there's no.
Give me one.
There's It just there's a lot of stuff coming from Congress, and like a bipartisan group of senators have been pushing for years for government to release more information. Of course,
You want
And
to
there's a genuine sense that it's going to happen, and there's also scientific improvements and innovation that might prove life on other planets, anyways.
under our planet?
No, just
On
on
other
other planets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And I'm not just talking small life. I'm talking like
Intelligent
possibly intelligent life. Seeing like signatures of gases and things like that in the atmosphere using electricity, things like that.
things that can only be produced by the mixing
Yeah.
of certain chemicals.
Yeah, there'd
telltale signs.
like
of something
our planet probably has a fingerprint. Like
Oh, yeah.
like where we burned a hole in our ozone layer. Like
Right.
fucking.
Right.
We got all these all these
Yes.
gases in the air, CO2. That's all.
Spectroscopically, you could probably look at this planet 200 years ago and be like, oh, they're burning a lot of coal over there right
Yeah.
Yeah, no, right.
now. You know,
So-
and like right
so-
now they'd be like, oh, they're on
Also-
fossil fuels.
Also, there's that new
yeah.
telescope that's like a
Colas.
million miles from Earth.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's supposed to be like 100 times more powerful than the Hubble, and it's out there with no light around or anything. It's gonna be insane
Got a
what
good
that
viewpoint.
captures. It's gonna capture like the beginning of time.
See,
you can only see so far out because at further out you go back in time.
That's
So-
like way more important and significant to me than like just about anything on the news. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
me too.
we just made a telescope. I'm glad that we're still doing that stuff, and that those are the types of ventures that we could stay down here and blow each other up with like awesome weapons. That's fine, but like it would be a lot better if we just like focused our science into like more stuff like that because
Yeah.
it's like, I hate to say it, but like these people, the warmongers and all the other war machine people, it's like it's a for-profit business.
Of course.
And like I get it, but like, you know what? I bet you'd make an ass ton of money if you went out into space and made some minerals and shit that like nobody else knows about
Right.
and has, and like I mean, there's got to be money to be made. Let's focus it on that instead of like the same old.
So there are some Navy pilots that are saying that testified to Congress that are saying that there was for like literally 2 years they were having sightings every day, every single day. Those videos like Commander Fravor and stuff, that's like nothing compared to what they have and what. I just think I know they say it every year, but like
No, I told
it's
you that.
coming closer with the government and.
The guy you make fun of that told me about his UFO sighting said when he was in the Navy, he saw it all the fucking time
Oh yeah,
off the coast of Los Angeles.
yeah.
Foo Fighter sightings.
So I just think I hope something happens. I mean, it'd be kind of cool with all the Ukraine stuff to like something like to unite us a little bit. Like
Yeah.
nothing like an attack from outside would unite us. Like even Reagan said, like this would be like if we got attacked by an alien race, it would be that would be it. We wouldn't fight each other anymore. We'd fight the aliens.
Someone would sell out and collaborate.
Someone would.
Collaborators.
Oh, of course.
It'd be like, oh, you're a collaborator. You took alien tech and you took
Oh, and there'd be
this.
conspiracy and like yeah.
Huge conspiracy.
I think that might already be going on. Is what the guy from Canada was trying to blow the whistle. I'm so glad you steered us in this direction.
And he was the guy in Canada was a legit dude. He was like Minister of Defense. And
yeah,
stuff like
Prime
that.
Minister of Defense.
Yeah. And he loves glory holes.
And who doesn't?
Fast ship. We were just talking about glory hole earlier. Christopher Walken, dude.
It's fast enough for you, old man.
The thing with the glory holes is funny. No, glory holes are apparently all over the internet right now on porn sites, and I'm not into it. I don't like the idea of sticking
What a big veiny
my
dick. Like,
penis into some sort of strange hole where I don't know what's on the other end.
Right.
Could be anything over there. Something that's gonna like, gobble it up, or something that's gonna hurt it. Whatever.
gobble it up.
Even if it's something that's feeling good. What if it's disgusting when I found out what it was?
see,
Right.
What if it's
the
like a billy
ones-
goat licking me? You know,
the
I'm like,
ones
oh,
that
God,
I've
it's delicious.
seen are like the girl's lower half is sticking out,
No.
So you
there's
see,
mostly
like,
dicks.
bottom hole, like
Well,
from the
there's a lot
waist
of
down.
There's a
is
lot of
sticking
these
out.
things.
They have a lot of ones now where like the guy's stepmother gets stuck like with her hand into the stove. And he like comes up behind her. She's like, "What are you doing?"
My stepmother's
Help me get
stuck.
out.
My stepmother's stuck in the
Yeah,
dryer
there's
again.
a lot of
Stuck in a
like,
dryer again. I'm gonna fuck her.
Naked.
there's a lot of step parent like.
Oh yeah.
What's up with
stuff.
that?
I
What's up with
don't.
that?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Fosters the
Yeah.
idea that that's acceptable.
Ancestral
coitus.
Yeah, like this incestual thing. It's like ugh.
Yeah.
Very Brady Bunch, and I'm not down
well,
for it.
What I don't like
Who gets
about
stuck anyways? Nobody gets stuck in anything.
it. Come on. What I don't like about it is that, like, I think a lot of kids that do get abused, it's step parents that do it, and that's something
Yeah.
that shouldn't be on the internet. What I
Yeah.
Now, what I do like is, and I said it earlier, is the milking table, which is kind of like a glory
fucking
hole.
disgusting.
No, I like it better because the milking table, it's at least like it's a guy on there, and underneath is a girl. Maybe they're a couple. Maybe she's like somebody that works at this place where you just
They
lay
do
down
that,
on a milking
yeah.
table. But
What's
I
a
don't
milking
think
table?
Dan's ever seen
a
it.
milking
he doesn't
table
know what
is
you're
a
talking
milking
about.
table is like a massage. Like you lay
Oh,
down,
oh,
and it has a
milk her
glory.
tits?
It has a glory hole in it, and a woman goes under there and just
Milk.
basically
Oh,
works
that's cool.
works the ding dong until it milks it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I
Except
thought,
that
you,
it's
I thought you were talking about milking her kids.
No, it's seminal fluid down.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Semen,
Male milking.
ejaculation from
That's
the male's
fine.
testicles.
Ejaculate.
I'm actually. Can I bring something up?
Please
I
do.
ordered a supplement. You ever heard of Tongat Ali?
No, what is it?
It's really
I've
good for your
heard of
libido
that,
and your
yeah.
testosterone.
Oh, you should definitely
and,
take some of
I'm
that.
taking that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I told her. Liam told me it makes
do
him
you even
nuts.
need it? Do you even need it?
No, I don't. I just wanted it.
It induces the pon far immediately.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
it does. Apparently, it works in like within 24 hours.
I mean, people are just like already horny and they're like, oh, now I'm extra horny. I just took this pill. I'm ready to fuck.
Oh yeah,
It's probably a little like intense.
Placebo.
I'd fuck.
I want to fuck.
I'd fuck a catcher's mitt.
Today I was at the gym today, and that's gonna bring me into my story for the week, which is a great one. Some people will call me a moron in a man suit, but yeah, one of the things that was brought up at the gym today was that bodybuilders and other people that are trying to get jacked basically are taking Viagra and Cialis as a supplement because it basically increases your blood flow throughout your body.
Yes.
Which
So-
in turn,
Vasodilation or whatever.
Yes.
So I have a question about that. What do you do with your penis?
Well, you take, I think it's low dosage, like sustained low dosage.
I think they get tolerant to it and
Yeah.
it just becomes like part of their deal.
All right, so they're not like working out with like a huge.
No, they get
Hard on.
they
Rated
have-
boner.
No, they get. I think they get boners on like a 12-year-old boy because they're pumping themselves full of.
I get them anyways.
At the
so-
gym though?
No, not specifically at the gym. It's like
When they
like Cialis is more of a sustained release,
Okay.
and Viagra is more of like a
Right on the moment, right.
like a Alka-Seltzer.
Doesn't it make your heart?
think of it as an Alka-Seltzer.
Does it make your heart race, Viagra?
No, it's a nitric oxide thing. So it increases the
Well, that's people
vascular
use
blood
that for
flow.
weightlifting too, like
I know that.
vascularity.
That's why they're using it.
Actually, in one of my pre-workouts I take, there's citrate malate or something that helps with nitric oxide, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't ask me.
So
I'm not good with that stuff, but
so
I'm taking tongue out of lead.
I was gonna get into my
Go ahead.
topic of the week, but the song of the week this week is "Under Pressure."
Ooh,
by
that's a
David-
good one.
by David Bowie, and Queen. Mm-hmm. Not Queen and David Bowie.
No, it's David Bowie and Queen.
Correct. You got something to add to this circus?
Do you
What
have
is
do
it?
you have a song of the week?
I don't have a song of the week, but I do have That Might Not Be a Real Thing
Ooh.
I hope
segment.
Can I say my song of the week? "Flashing Lights" by Kanye West.
Hey.
Great.
you love it.
I love it.
Great song.
It's one of my songs for like pumping myself up. For transformation.
My only rule for my song of the week is you got to be baked when you listen to it. Do you have a rule for yours? Are there any rules? Are you allowed to have a song of the week more than 1 week?
What do you mean?
Like, could you forget that you've already said that once and then
I
do
didn't say it though.
I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, you could if you baked.
like
yeah,
if a
but I don't
month,
get
like
baked.
if a month from now, but if you forget that you've already done it.
No, I won't forget. no.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, I won't forget.
Just want to know what's going on.
I have lots of good songs.
I
I
want
like.
to keep tabs on the rules.
My songs, my playlist is like maybe 4%, 5% rap.
You know, I'm all about following the rules, Dan.
Yeah, you're all about following. the rules.
I like to keep things tidy.
You're a rule follower.
Shape all the way.
Yeah,
That's law and
that's-
order
that's-
every day for me.
You're known for following the rules.
I am.
Yeah.
It's actually in the dictionary. What's up, baby? What do you got?
All right, on this week's version of That Might Not Be a Real Thing, the segment.
The segment.
Okay. We'll see if you guys think this is real or not.
Okay.
Japanese schools
I like it already.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna know. I have a feeling I'll know this one.
are
Japanese high
prohibiting,
school girls in trouble.
are prohibiting,
Wait, what? Say that again.
are prohibiting
The students?
ponytails and multicolored underwear
Okay.
What?
being being able to be used by young women
Yep.
because it sexually excites men.
I think that's true.
I think that's true too. The Japanese are nuts about that.
What's the problem with that?
They won't even show pubic hair in
Because
videos.
the girls are,
Don't they want the
they
guys?
have to require
Aren't
the
birth
girls
rates down over there?
but the girls are required to wear skirts to school.
Yeah.
And the big thing with
They got undies on, right?
the boy, yeah, but if you
Well,
have
like grandma.
colored underwear, it excites the boys because they're trying to see it.
Of course it's
time,
So
time
if-
out. Time.
yeah.
Is this
Also,
This is
there
just-
more to this, or do I
it's
get to weigh in on
It's
it?
you can
Japanese
weigh in on
culture.
it. I can add things too.
No, I mean, I want to know when it's time I get to talk.
Well, look. Also, a statement in here is they're banning this because the nape of a woman's neck caused male pupils to become sexually stimulated.
They're going to be sexually stimulated anyways, you
They're getting
dummies.
it. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not looking at the back of the neck.
Fucking stupid, but
These people need
They're
to.
getting boners over the back of the neck.
These
They're
guys
getting
need
boners.
these people need to have some sex. They're over the line, my man.
Can I tell a story?
Wait,
it's
time out.
their school stuff is
we get to-
really extreme.
Do we get
Their
to say if-
culture
I
around
know that.
school
I
is
know
that.
really
I know
extreme.
that. They want to be focused in school.
Yeah.
Right.
But are we allowed to say if it's real or not?
Yeah.
All right. I am going to go out against my better judgment because I know the Japanese people so well, and I know their affinity for girls' panties, and I know that
They do have a panty thing.
they do have a girls'
They
dirty
do.
underwear thing.
Yeah.
I just can't see them outlawing any kind of underwear for
But for
girls.
school girls,
Well, I mean, what age are we talking? High school?
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got to wear a school uniform. You got to wear white
No,
underwear.
no.
Or some
The
shit.
school girl genre of pornography, let's say, or the schoolgirl look that made it's synonymous with an attractive thing for girls, right?
Yeah.
Like a schoolgirl outfit.
I guess.
Nobody likes that better than the Japanese. They
Agreed.
love it.
Oh, I know.
They fucking put that shit on the map.
They put that shit on
I have
everything.
some tattooed on me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's in their goddamn cartoons. All right? They love it. They put that shit in their fucking, it's in their essence, man. Maybe some radical people over there are trying to make that illegal. I might go with that, but I don't think it'll get passed. I think the Japanese people as a whole will be like, that's preposterous. These girls should be peeing in their underwear, taking them off, and throwing them at the teacher. That's what this
And
society
we have to
was-
film it.
Yes, immediately. Hi. So, please, Mr. Harris, watch the movie Lost in Translation with Scarlett Johansson and Bill Murray if you've never
Good
seen
movie.
Yeah.
I
it. It
haven't
is
seen
a
it.
classic
Very
Japanese,
subtle, like-
Japanese culture movie.
And it's like everything's lost in translation, basically like this.
I vote not a real thing.
Not a real thing.
What about you, Dan?
I think it's real.
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 Yeah.
It is indeed real.
Yeah.
All right, just
You
saying.
knew it was too, though.
It's not every school, but it's
Some schools.
it's some schools.
I bet you it's because they're having a problem with the boys being overstimulated, which is fucking stupid.
Which is stupid because listen,
but
I heard the birth rates are down in Japan because the guys are all fucking basically what I want to be fucking the video game machines.
I could be.
That's what I heard.
I'm not sure.
you know when you're like in high
I
school.
heard they have the silicone vaginas plugged into the
In the
USB,
USB,
ports over
yeah.
there, and
Yeah.
it's been going great. And they just lost interest in regular girls. They're like, wait,
Well,
I don't
yeah,
have to
'cause
talk
they
to this
can,
thing.
like,
I don't have to fucking
build it.
buy anything for it other than the
No.
components that I want to buy. This
Yeah.
is like a low maintenance relationship. I can
Right.
change it whenever I want. Oh, I want a new vagina. I'll make a tighter one, looser one, whatever you
Yeah.
want.
Bigger boobs, bigger
Jesus.
butt, smaller.
Pretty soon there'll be
etc.
Cherry 2000s. Remember that movie?
Oh my god.
Do you remember that movie?
Yes, I
The
do
80s
remember.
movie? Michelle Pfeiffer? No, Michelle Pfeiffer?
No.
Not Michelle Pfeiffer.
No.
Michelle, the other one who was in Milk Money. Who is it? The blonde lady. She was hot. Now she's not hot.
Nicole Kidman.
No. Cherry 2000, man. It's a sexy movie, sexy post-apocalyptic movie from the 80s. And if you were a 10-year-old boy in the 80s and you didn't get an erection to this, you probably don't like girls. What's her name? It's Michelle. It's not Michelle Pfeiffer. I know that. It's the other one there.
Melanie Griffith.
Melanie Newman.
yes.
It's Melanie Griffith. Yes. She's got the red hair. I knew it was an M.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
You were close.
It's the best I can do. Wow.
Oh, that's it.
I just want to comment that you've gone maybe 20 that might not be a real things with real news.
I know. So you got
Any minute now.
I'm gonna drop a doozy.
Any
gonna
minute
drop a
now, you can
doozy
break
on
the
us.
pattern and throw a fake one in there, but you better come up with something. So,
Yeah.
Two truths and a lie.
Yeah.
yeah. Today, you ever see Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
Yeah.
All right. Takes place in a post-apocalyptic time, basically, meaning that humans have nuked the planet like it's a kingdom come. We've lost most of our shit, right? And there's this town called Bartertown, and inside that they have this big cage. It's kind of like the Colosseum of the Roman times, and they call it Thunderdome. And they chant, 2 men enter, 1 man leave. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. And the thing of it is before this, before like they start the Thunderdome, they always remind everybody about why they have Thunderdome, and they say that fighting gets to warring. No, fighting gets to killing, and killing gets to warring, and warring was almost the end of us all. So now when 2 men get to fighting, we put them in the Thunderdome. And then everyone goes, 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Now, I don't know the post rules. Like, if you can, like in Vikings, like if you kill someone, like better example, like in Kill Bill. See, I believe there's a code to combat in my book, right? And I think good warriors believe that. And like in Kill Bill, she fights the one of the vipers that took her down there, and I forget the girl.
The one-eyed
plays it.
lady.
No. She's from. She's a little girl's there, and she gets off the bus,
Yeah.
and they're fighting, and then they stop, and they pretend like nothing's going on, and then they go back to it, and basically, Uma Thurman kills the chick,
Yeah.
and the little girl sees it afterwards. And so Uma's like leaving, and she says, "If you're still sour about it when you grow up, come and see me." So there was like a certain thing to that like if you took out somebody's dad, like their kid could always come back and take you out later
Yeah,
on in life.
revenge.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
So there is that. And violence does beget violence. But I do think society spun out of control when we took away dueling as an option for people. And I mean that.
10 paces.
Because I'm asking
When was the last duel in real, like a legal duel?
1700s or something.
Probably.
Nah, it was in the 1800s.
1800s.
Yeah.
All right, well that's too long. Look
Around the world
Look
or
at the
in
world
the
now.
U.S.?
In the U.S., right? Because was it Aaron Burr and
I don't know the historic. I know that they made a movie about it recently, but
know.
I think it took place in France.
Oh, bonjour.
In
They did it
France.
all
Comment
over the
faire?
place. I don't know.
It was, but the famous one in our history that they talk about is like Aaron Burr, and I'm forgetting the other guy's name.
Oh, I don't know.
But there were rules in duels too. Like you could,
yeah.
you could go to the death. You could say first one to draw blood. You could say till the first guy taps out. You know,
Right,
there's different.
right.
It's a civilized way to settle a violent dispute, which I think is a necessary mechanic in a good society. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And I think that we've gone sour with it when we got rid of it. And I think half of society's problems right now is that they have slights and things that people do to them that bother them, and they just eat at them inside, and there's no conflict resolution. And you can try to talk it out, and that's good, because it is good to talk things out and like be like, hey, I don't like what you just did there, and it offended me, and I'd like some sort of, resolution or something.
But what if the other person doesn't agree to a duel?
Then I don't know what
Then
happens
that's-
after
If
that.
it's just like if somebody says duel.
Yeah,
like,
then it's murder.
Then it's,
Murder.
Right.
You have to
Duel-
agree to it.
Duels were outlawed in the United States in 1859.
Whoa.
Yeah, back then you used to pull a gun out and be
almost-
like, "Hey,
that's
I'll
really
fight you out."
close, It's not that long
You remember?
ago.
Do you
Not that long
remember?
ago.
You remember in Tombstone when those guys get
Yeah.
into it and they fight
Yeah.
out in the street and the marshal shows up and the one guy goes, "It was a fair fight. Everybody saw it."
Yeah,
He's
right.
like, you know what I'm saying?
He's like, yeah, that's true.
He's like, "It's true. Everybody saw it." That's we've lost that and it sucks. And why I bring it up today is that
They have it in some states, though.
where?
In like Oregon, I think there's,
Yes.
there's a mutual combat
Yes.
law. If you both agree to combat, you can fight.
Yes,
you can't
my
kill
buddy,
each other.
my buddy
but-
from Washington told me about this.
yeah, you can't
We
kill each
talked
other,
about
but
it
you
on the
can
pod.
fight.
Yes, you got to get a cop present. I wish we had that. And here's the reason why, right? Do you guys remember some years back? I got like basically some dude started a fight with me at friend's
Yeah,
bar.
he sucker
Yeah.
punched you, right?
and then we go out and we fight, and like his two other buddies end up fighting me, but I end up cleaning their clocks.
Oh, that's not the sucker punch time.
I haven't seen the cat since, but it's
Really?
been in the back of my mind because it was never a fair fight, and we never got to finish it. Well, I ran into him today.
Wait, how'd you,
Oh,
how-
whoa, whoa.
No
how'd you do against them?
way.
I was with Jim. What's the question?
How'd you do against them? They got
I didn't
more
take.
on you.
I didn't take a scratch.
Oh, okay.
I disabled two of them by
Oh.
one with a jugular chop, like knocked one out. The other one I punched him in the Adam's apple. He was like coughing. And the dude in question is a giant. He was pretty fucked up at the time, but I want to say I was recovering from my leg injury, so I wasn't
Right.
I wasn't a
You weren't
migraine.
100%.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Well, I ran into him today.
Where?
I was with Jimmy. He was at the gym. I walk in the bathroom. He was just finishing his workout. I was walking in. I look at him. I don't think he recognized me because A, I was wearing my shades.
Yeah.
B, it's been a while and I got a lot more white hair than I used to. And I think I had a full beard when I saw him before, and this is like a go-to.
Maybe.
Probably had your winter hat.
But I knew him right away. I was like, I fought this guy.
Yeah.
This is the dude. I've been wanting a piece of this piece of shit for a long time. And I don't even know.
did he start with you?
Yeah. He was like, hey, you got to get out of the bar, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, buddy, you're totally barking up the wrong tree right now. I was like, there's no way I'm leaving the bar because you say so. And anyway,
He didn't work there.
no.
Just
No,
a piece
he.
of shit.
Some girl was hosting karaoke, and she invited me to go there, and he liked her. And he got jealous.
Didn't want you there.
Basically, was like, "Hey, McFly, I thought I told you not to come in here anymore."
Yeah.
That's how you.
Except-
That's how you win a chick. You tell the guy to leave. Like,
Except
no,
that
you've already lost.
Except that I'm not George McFly,
Yeah, right.
and
You're Biff Tannen.
I've been waiting for 10 years for some moron to try to throw me out of a bar.
So what would you say to him?
Well, at the time, I just was like, I was like, he punched, like jabbed me in the face and slipped one in, and then I just walked outside and did like the whole Keanu Reeves, like come outside, like
Let's go.
waved him into me, and then him and his two buddies came out and I dismantled them. But I ran into him today, and
Like some
he's,
IKEA furniture.
he's a big. I remember them being bigger than me. He's a big boy. He's like 245. He's like pretty jacked. I talked to him for a little bit today. I was like, "Do you used to hang out at Friends?" He's like, "Sometimes." I don't know if he knew who I was, because I think he would have been
so
more
drunk.
standoffish. I
Yeah.
think he was wasted when I met him. And I was like, "You're a big boy," because we were
You didn't tell him you fought?
not yet.
Oh.
And
He wants to find a legal way to.
I was like, "You're a big boy." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "What are you weighing in at right now?" He's like, about 245. And I'm like, "Wow." I'm like, "How tall are you?" He's like 6'3". I'm like, big dude." And I was like, "I'm telling you, I know you from somewhere." I was like, "You hang out with Friends?" He's like, "Yeah, I used to." He's like, "I'm too old for that shit now." And I was like, "Okay." And then he kind of like got out of there. So he might have known it was me.
Yeah.
And he might not have wanted any piece of this shit.
Right.
Or he might have just been like, "That was weird. The guy was hitting on me in the bathroom and I had to get the fuck out of there." Yeah, he might have thought I was coming on to him.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'll tell you what.
Toe tap.
I got him now. I know where he works out. He works out at my gym. I've seen him twice. You know, at the end of the day,
Wait, what are the plans?
I would like to challenge him to a duel, and I would like.
But you resolved it though. You won.
Yeah, but it wasn't a fair fight, and it wasn't finished, and it like he wasn't at his best. I wasn't at my best. It's like if I could go back and do it again. It's like when
Do you
Rocky
feel like an asshole? Like still? Do you
today.
seem kinda
Today
like a
he was
dickhead?
all right. I think I queered him out more than anything. Like I think he was like, "This guy's hitting on me, and I want to get out of here." I don't think he was like. I wasn't sizing him up to fight him, but that's what was happening. Jimmy was there. He's like, "Oh my God, this is the guy.
This is it."
And he was like, "Chris is about
Jimmy
to fight."
there?
Yeah, he was right there. He was like, "Oh my God, Chris is about to fight this guy right here in the gym." It's like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but how did Jimmy know it was the guy?
Because he knew the story, man.
Oh.
So I don't know. I mean, sometimes what happens with I don't know about girls, but with men when they fight and they really beat the snot out of each other, good, is that they earn some respect for each other and they end up becoming friends. Like,
No, that doesn't happen with females.
yeah. So, well, I mean, you look at Wardy and Gotti and Ward, right? The boxers,
Right.
They made a lot of money off each other. That's why.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
that helped.
in real life, they when you in Game of Thrones, Dario Naharis puts it best, man. He says something to the effect of, "The gods gave us two things in this life." He's like, the thrill of killing a man that wants to kill you, and the thrill of fucking a woman that wants to fuck you back, because he doesn't like paying for it, and he used to fight in the fighting pits because he liked it, basically. And I agree with those philosophies. I was like, there's nothing better than that. Like those are for me, that's it. That is life to a T. I'm like, those two things do
It's like
hit the
Conan. What is best in life?
No, exactly. Those things hit the fucking spot, and nothing makes you feel more alive than being in like a real fight. Like if you haven't, like it does give you a little post-traumatic stress syndrome. There are some things that are not cool about it. If you hurt somebody or if you get hurt, but like, to an organized extent, like if you're in like the championship, like heavyweight championship of the world or something like that, that's a great fight. That's a fucking awesome feeling. You can never get that. It's like so limited.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women.
And right, and so what? That was the value system that was taught back then, right? And okay, it was barbaric. People killed each other. There were cults. It was thousands of years ago. But we got to take some of that. Some of that's still part of
I
us.
think they civilized duels though, because you had to slap the person with a white glove. Isn't that correct?
I mean, you
think
should just
that-
be able to.
I slap challenge you to a duel.
I think it was white glove, but I think at some point it was just like any fucking glove.
Yeah.
What I'd like to do.
Smell the glove.
What I'd like to do is just, I'm going to size the guy up, see what kind of guy I think he is. If he still works out at 45, I got to respect him, right? Because, like,
Lots of guys let it go.
he was looking good. He was looking like, I'll tell you what,
Like jacked or overweight or what?
he was like me, but bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the duel still happens all the time. It just doesn't end in murder.
Well, we don't have to end
Meet me
murder.
at the flagpole.
No, I was
You know
thinking
what I
we could
mean?
do
Grade
something
school.
I was thinking we'd do something positive with it, like do a fight for charity.
Why don't
or
you tell
something.
him you guys fought before, but now you're just
A
attracted to
balloon
him?
fight
I'm just saying we could do something, turn a frown upside down. We should raise money for homeless people or something.
or like airsoft.
Yeah, but who's gonna like
It's gonna take organization, man. Someone's gonna have to get licensed.
Like, hey, everybody! There's two random guys that fought in a bar fight. One got washed.
We don't have to promote it like that.
Well, what would you promote it? Like,
they
Just
do
say these two guys are fighting.
these random two guys are fighting.
They do a lot of fights now. They have Thor
We're
fighting
raising-
Eddie Hall, two
we're
of the
raising-
biggest powerlifters in the world.
Yeah,
They're
we're
fighting.
We're raising money for charity.
I know, but how do like people are going to want to see it? It's not just like two
Listen,
random guys.
I have a fight to train for. I can't think about all that shit. Okay, I got to focus on my core competencies.
Yeah, right.
That's all I'm telling you. I can't.
You need a promoter, is what you're saying.
I guess what I'm
Wait,
saying.
wait,
to the
wait.
audience-
There's also the thought that we're adults and like fighting is like juvenile, and at this point, it's not
No.
even needed in life.
No,
You don't-
I
I haven't fought in my adult life at all.
I have
needed it.
I have had that feeling as well. I've had that thought, and it sickened me a little bit. And I thought to myself, that's
I think the violence sickens.
that's fake anyway. Because well, I'm not talking about real violence, like trying to really hurt each other. I'm just talking for sport and competition and the spirit
They
of
have sports for that.
and the spirit of camaraderie.
Yeah, but this guy tried to kill you with three of his boys. He didn't even tell them to
Saying he's
to
the wrong-
step back.
Saying
back.
he's the wrong guy to try to fight cordially as a gentleman.
Yes.
No, he doesn't fight as a gentleman. He went out there with his friends because he didn't want to fight you alone.
Well, maybe
Right.
I'm just saying. I don't want to. Maybe I got him on a bad night, and I don't want to judge him on one bad thing. You know, sometimes you do.
Did he have an attitude about him?
Not today.
I mean, we might have to have a part two. I mean, we're obviously gonna have a part two.
Something's gonna happen.
We should have him on the show.
I don't know about that. I don't
I'm
know
on
about
the show to
that.
challenge him to a duel.
I didn't say I want to come.
Yeah.
I didn't say I want the dude to come over for tea. I don't want to know where I live and work. I just said that maybe we should, just be gentlemen and
Go out for drinks.
have a. Listen. I don't know why it's so hard to explain. You either get it or you don't. Really, that's the truth of it. And the facts are, as far as violence in our society is concerned, is like they lock you up for it more than anything when you murder somebody. But the government and the people in charge, whatever, the first thing that they really do when they really can't work things out is they move in with weapons and they kill people until they take it over. And sometimes that's just the way it goes. I don't know. It's necessary, but
I think it's interesting to hear like your thought, like the thoughts that you're having right now, and I wish we could hear his.
right.
He's having a whole different conversation.
What do you think the odds are that he remembered you?
He's probably just thinking right now, I want to beat the fuck out of that queer bastard.
Do you think he remembered you?
I mean, I didn't get the sense that he remembered me today, but it'd be like, but again, I told you, like, I knew the dude was wasted when he attacked me. I was just like, it was 3v1 and I had bad legs. So I was like, let's go. And it'd been in a while since I'd been in a proper scrap and I wanted to,
How many years ago was this?
it was like 5, 6.
Was that your last one?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is like fighting Ponfar. You have the fighting
Kind
Ponfar
of,
right now.
kind of. I've said
Coming
that
up
to
on
you.
7 years.
I've said that to you historically throughout the past. I was like, I'm feeling frisky right now, and the only thing that'll satisfy me is to sleep with 2 chicks at once or to beat up 2 regular dudes at the same time. I need both. Or both. Like, and our buddy's that way too. He gets that
Yeah,
way. I don't know
yeah.
what he's gonna do now that he's married. He's gonna bottle that up.
Gonna kill something.
Ugh.
Or someone.
But yeah, I mean that's all I'm saying is that the repression of the anger and the hate and all that stuff that you feel during a conflict is what causes a lot of other problems in societies. And instead of having like a fight like gentlemen, people do pussy shit like a couple weeks ago at the restaurant. I'm sure this was probably motivated by drugs and money, but there was a drive-by shooting,
yeah.
right? And I'm like, what are you doing? Show me what's going on.
Showing to the goods.
Oh, Jesus.
You show her your dick right
No.
And I just giving her a little move. They
I
have
was
little-
like, did you tip the fly?
No, just doing a little bit of this.
Sean, they have a language of like codes and looks.
Yeah.
I can just look at her and be like, you want it?
They can communicate. They can communicate without words.
Right.
I actually went to a wedding a couple weeks ago that was the bride didn't speak English and the guy was, a gringo, and he just like they were in love. I mean, they were fucking couldn't
great.
stop smiling. They were so in love, and I was like, man, this just got super romantic. I'm like, these people don't even speak the same language, but they got it. They're in love. And
My brother's getting married. We did wedding invitations today at my house. And
The girls love that shit.
and I bought a dress. Guess what the fucking name of the dress is?
what is it?
Kingsley.
Wow.
Weird, but cool.
Fucking awesome.
I have to wear a purple tie.
That's why I bought it.
Saying you have your own clothing line.
Well, no, it's from like the name, like the style of the dress is called
It's the Kingsley cut.
Kingsley
Yeah.
cut.
It's the Kingsley.
And it's fucking awesome. I can't wait.
It's the quintessential cut.
I was gonna buy the Amy, but then I saw they had a Kingsley.
You wanna
and I
look
was like,
sexy.
I just gotta get it.
Should have just got the Amy and told everybody it was the Kingsley.
No,
So-
somebody else is getting the Amy.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I was thinking about it today. We talked about it a little bit off air, but you're just like part of the show now.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I think a radio show that has a chick.
I think it's important to have a female mind to weigh in on the insanity.
Yeah, I gotta keep you guys in line, kind of.
That's true.
And every once in a while,
Because I'm really not.
every once in a while, when we hit pay dirt, you can let us know. We'll be like,
Yeah.
yes, we're on the right track.
I've gotten good feedback, actually. One guy in San Diego said he likes when he hears you.
Really?
Like, yeah, just like give it back to me and shit, and
Oh, I'll give it back to you.
put me in my place.
I will apologize right now. I got this today from someone who didn't even know we had the show and listened to it, but I'll apologize for the Star Trek episode.
Big football.
I got some feedback from people saying that it was a little too like all over the place and we didn't focus enough on one thing.
What's
and
big football?
I blame myself. I don't know what big football is. Disregard that. I blame myself, and I was probably too excited, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't contain it. And you know what?
We'll have to do another
Next
one.
time we are going, if we have a Star Trek episode, which I hope we do, we'll have some specific topics in mind and why they're relevant. Or more probability is that we're just going to always talk about Star Trek in the backdrop of our show.
One of the people I know said it inspired him to start watching Star Trek. He wants to see what the buzz is all about. If us, these idiots love it, he said.
The buzz. The buzz.
My buddy in Australia right now is shout out Matt Cizerco. If you're a girl listening on Australia, sit on that kid's face
Hey.
with your vagina, or whatever else. He's
Whatever.
into.
Yeah.
whatever
Whatever
you want.
you're into.
Whatever-
Whatever,
whatever.
he's into.
Is this
Just
the,
put your hoochie near his face.
There you go.
he has the speaking.
Nah, he's cool now, man. He's
Oh, good. No more stutter.
he's working his way out of
Work.
it.
That's awesome. Good for
I think
him.
it's like a neurological pathways thing.
Yeah.
It actually brings up a good point I was talking to him about was, the human brain, I don't know how that fucking tricky little thing works. It's a big sponge of electrons and chemicals, and it's doing some wild things.
For real.
It's processing a lot of data, but I think it's just like anything else. You develop like the path of least resistance for
Mm-hmm.
a flow of whatever's flowing through there. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what it is, but something's going through there. It's sodium and potassium ions mostly, but there's some other shit, filaments and stuff we don't know about. But anyway, when you can get like locked into ways of thinking with these pathways, okay? And I think an important thing to do is you got to constantly, like I was telling him last night, I was like, if it takes you 200 times a day to snap yourself out of, like if you're feeling depressed, you need to have the ability to recognize it, stop thinking about whatever, stop feeling that way. And way easier said than done, by the way, but
Yeah.
start focusing on something positive or that you like, or that's something that you look forward to. There's got to be something that you like are looking forward to, and just keep working towards that. And it could creep back in 1,000 times during the day, like, oh, I'm fucking depressed, I hate myself. But like, just keep flushing it back out and focusing on that thing. And if you do it long enough, I think you can create like a new pathway for positive, thoughts to flow through, and you can kind of, I don't know, channel it better. I don't know, control it. I don't know how to describe it exactly because I don't even know what it is, but your thoughts, whatever they are, wherever they're coming from, I think you can re-guide them with practice.
And mushrooms.
Yes. Why? I'm glad you said that. Definitely with the help of mushrooms, which I think are becoming legalized more and more all over the.
And LSD.
I don't know about the LSD so much.
It's all in the same package, man.
I know. I've read extensive research about it. They're testing all the dosages on everybody. It's what it boils down is I like the shrooms better because they're natural.
Yeah. They're organic.
I mean, I just feel like Don't get me wrong, man. You could grow a poisonous mushroom at home and kill yourself, and it's 100% deadly.
And also organic.
It's 100% organic, and you grew it, and it's the most, it's
the organic natural thing means nothing.
It contains a powerful neurotoxin that will kill you in like a half a second flat.
Mm-hmm.
No,
well, like somebody would say to me, like, oh, like about hair products and stuff, like, oh, is that natural stuff in it? Like arsenic is natural. It means nothing.
even biochemicals are chemicals. That's the thing people don't get.
Yeah. It's all from this earth. Our cell phones are from plastic in the ground and bullshit. We actually, isn't it fucked up that listen, we compiled these technology with crap on the earth. Like the earth has the ingredients to make a cell phone, an iPhone 13.
Technically
insane.
Technically speaking, it came from the outer space of the earth, but it
just
amalgamated here on Earth, and now we're harvesting it.
Of course, I'm just saying though, like whatever's in the earth for like minerals and like metals and plastics we make.
Everything you see around
chemistry,
us.
We manipulated chemistry enough to make fucking cell phones that we could play games on and do a whole bunch of shit. It's insane.
Microprocessors.
Yeah, and then harnessing the electricity.
Injection molding.
Yep.
Standard.
Batteries, lithium-ion batteries.
Forget about it. Technology.
Accelerometers.
I don't even know what that is. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Motion sensing.
We should have a show on like the best inventions.
Glory holes.
Glory holes. They're all part of the show, man. That's the thing of it. All right. They're all part of the what I call the human saga.
It's just fucking weird.
It's like
I like the word saga.
We talked about sex tourism.
Sagas keep going.
Yes. You have my attention. Where should we go?
And
You want to go somewhere? Where are we going?
well, I think glory holes is like the start of it. Like those.
I'll tell you what.
Staycation.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what.
You don't have to go to Thailand. You can go to like the local porn store.
If the economy gets bad enough and people get more and more woke, so to speak, there's a big problem in this country. I think we talked about it once or twice on the show with like basically like sex workers' rights and not having protection for them. And a lot of other countries have legalized prostitution.
Yeah.
They've got the testing for these people. They've got like, some kind of union for them to buy
Standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? So they're recognized, right? And they're becoming part of society. If things get bad enough in the United States economically, they will eventually, and more of the older people die.
The boomers.
The younger people that take over because they're like woke and they're like, oh, it's okay to just be non-binary and do whatever you want. They will totally be like, yeah, you guys want to have legal prostitution? Sweet. Let's make it safe and cool and everyone will be part of it.
Yeah.
I would open a milking table facility where you would come in and there would be like 50 tables, rooms with tables, and you just
You
go
wouldn't
in
have
there.
private tables?
No, they would. There would be private
okay.
tables, and there would be guys, girls, whatever you were into. We would have work in there, and I'd have togas on everybody, and we would just be like, "Hello, welcome."
There's your milking table.
What size milking table will you be needing today? And like,
There's different sizes?
yes,
Why?
would you like? Well, sometimes the guy's longer. He doesn't want to have his body hanging off. It's,
Oh, you mean like length?
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
okay.
the distance from a dude's ding
thought you
dong
meant the
to his
hole.
ankles / head.
I
might
thought you
be
meant hole.
2 feet.
Yeah.
It could be 5 feet.
Yeah.
So from the hole,
Just make 7 foot fucking
standard.
tables.
That's a standard issue milking table.
Yeah,
7 foot, a 7-footer.
Yeah.
Why not go 8? Make a little hole for the feet in case he
You
wants
could.
to anchor himself in there.
Yeah,
in case
why
they
not?
get crazy.
Make some extra holes for the
We
knees. 'cause
are innovating.
That's gotta be hard on the knees.
I
Make
just
a little
like
Lay in
Slot.
there, just make little slots, extra slots for the knees.
yeah.
You live with a masseuse. You have anything to add to the
Well,
design of the
Of the custom
table?
Milking table.
I do like the phrase milking table facility.
That's what we'll call it.
A facility.
We'll just say on it the MTF, and we'll have like a cartoon picture of a table with like a chick and a dude each with their thumbs up looking out like, come on in.
In front of a factory.
With like we'll
Yeah.
get one of those like old milkmaids holding a big table, like one of
yeah.
those buckets they used to fill up.
Awesome.
My
Doing this.
mother would be ashamed of me.
Yeah.
This all has to happen after the economy goes down. My parents have to be older. They can't be part of this. They'll hate me.
Yeah.
Write me out of the thing.
Well,
10
especially like
more years or so.
it's one thing to open,
20.
like a place where
I'll be in
people
my
go and pay for
60s.
sex,
I'll
but
be in my 60s. Well,
Yeah.
if it's a civilized thing that we all agree is okay and we make it legal and the people there are being safe and stops the incels from mass murdering people, I think ultimately it's a positive thing. I don't know.
yeah. I just think like your mother saying, "You opened the what?"
It's a milking
She would have a
table
panic attack.
facility.
She would have a panic attack and be institutionalized.
We actually recycle all the semen and put it towards the in a freezer for embryos for the colony of Mars.
Yeah.
And like these are the future generations of humans that we're milking out at this pleasure facility.
You'd have to weed. Yeah, I think you'd have to weed out some of those dudes because, like, what if you get some fucking weirdos?
What do you mean that showed up for customers?
Yeah.
You're gonna get weirdos.
If you got
I don't
anybody
think that's not possible.
I mean,
yeah,
it's,
if you're walking into a milking
Yeah,
table
you're gonna get
facility, you're a weirdo.
Then let's not save that semen.
Yeah,
Let's save like the astronaut,
Remember?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
Remember?
smart people.
Did you watch
not the milking table?
Did you watch
people.
Westworld on HBO?
A little bit of it.
Oh God.
Okay, one of the plot lines in the back line, and it's it's an interesting thing that you bring that up because one of the backdrops in like the plot line of the story is that the cowboy hats that they all wear have some sort of like neurological scanner.
Yeah.
And it is reading basically your mind the whole time you're in the park. And so all the decisions you make and all the little ways you do things, it's recording it and
Yeah.
it's trying to make like a simulation
Yeah.
perfect. And I had heard this week, this would have been a great, that might not be a real thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard this week that, okay, so it all plays into this. I saw this dude and I've seen a couple of them in different towns now, so it's obviously a movement. There's a whole group of people out there that think the COVID-19 vaccine is there to change your DNA.
Nice.
And the reality is, if you know about biotech, you would know that if you had to administer a DNA changing mechanism, a virus is the way to do it.
Right.
So there are places now selling semen of people that are unvaccinated and their DNA hasn't been tainted.
Altered.
Now that would have been a great. If, that might not be a real thing because it's kind of like real news, but it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
So this place is actually a milking table facility where they go and take dudes that have guaranteed not been vaccinated, and they will fertilize the egg with their semen. Now, I had thought for a long time about this. I was like, why are we not compiling like a genetic preserve of like the greatest people on the planet? Like, why wasn't Albert Einstein milked, and why wasn't like who's a great human being that's done great things for humanity? Just give Leonardo da Vinci. They should have milked that dude. I know the technology didn't exist, but right now, like, we should take Bill Gates. We should take like
Obama.
Barack, like
Yeah.
President Barack Obama.
Correct. Yeah.
Fine, milk him. We should take LeBron James.
I'll do it personally.
We should take. I thought he was a great guy. We should look.
LeBron James.
Look, when President Obama spoke, I felt like I was confident in what he was saying. Here's the thing: it's all in the delivery. Yeah,
He smoked butts.
they should milk like
I would too if I was.
they should milk the finest representations, the finest minds, the finest athletes, the finest singers, like everybody. They should preserve the DNA of these people, whether it's eggs, semen, tissue scrapes, pap smears, cell cultures. I don't know what you work in biotech. I don't know.
I'm sure some people there are places that you can go and specifically get semen.
High price,
Like
like doctors.
Right.
Yeah, doctors, astronauts,
Geniuses.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's like a top tier of that. You know what I mean?
What's
For
the
sure.
over under when that becomes a technology of the past, so we can just go in and write our own? You think it's 50 years?
I don't know.
I think it's bullshit because everybody has untapped potential in the genetics that like they don't even know about. Like I guess Einstein had great genetics for physics and math and stuff, but it doesn't mean his kid would have.
Yeah, I know,
He
but
could be a fucking idiot.
yeah,
You also need some regular people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have all Bill Gateses running.
Right.
around.
Even Bill Gates. was
Fucking
just
place would be nuts.
a lot of Bill Gates's wealth and stuff was at the beginning of like software, and he hit it big a certain way. But he's just a
Timing.
young nerd.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
same young nerd today doesn't do shit,
Right. Working at
like
you're saying that he was in the right place at the right
course,
time.
yeah.
yeah, that's part
somebody
of
had
it.
to be part of that.
a
That's
lot
part
of
it.
things worked out for that guy.
Yeah. Genetics play a role, but like I think they're a lot of times they're overblown. You know,
What I'm saying is we haven't really.
Can't quantify it.
I've heard
Word.
we've mapped the human genome, but I don't think
Yeah.
we've come anywhere close to it. There's
Oh
gotta
no,
be-
we have
So you're saying every single trait and characteristic that's in possession,
just about.
we
They
know
all
what
mean
it
them.
is and how it works?
Yeah, just
That's
about.
scary.
And there's a way to edit that.
Oh, God.
Do you
Yeah,
think there's
there's
like how
totally-
many types of people do you think are in the world?
Types? What do you
Yeah.
mean by types?
Like
If you had to break it down.
personality.
Everybody's different.
No, but there's
100%.
types. though,
There's
too.
there's
types like I don't know, maybe like 24.
I can't really think of.
That's
yeah,
not that
what I'm
many. I
saying.
think it's about the
there's
same.
24 people in the world.
Yeah, I think it's like 24 people.
Just
only-
repeated and repeated and repeated.
Yeah, and with their own circumstances and
There's so many people.
Interests and-
Yeah, there's so many people that have the same personality, have never met, don't have totally different circumstances. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
in fact, there's even a doppelganger out there for everybody.
Right.
Everybody has a doppelganger that looks just like you.
This kid,
I always found that weird because nobody had ever said that to me until somebody actually did. And they're like, "You're not this person that went to this high school." I'm like, "No, I'm not. So go away. Like, leave me alone."
I ask people all the time. I triple ask them. I'm like, you sure?
hey, you're this person,
Are
right?
you sure you're not
No.
It was
who I
like in
think
the
you are?
middle- it was like
Because
in the middle of
I'm pretty
Wal-
sure about it.
It was like Walmart, like at midnight or some shit. Dan and I had gone very, very early in our relationship.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Somebody
that's
said.
it.
Yeah.
Walmart at midnight is a classic first, like early date.
Yeah. Well, I worked late, so he used to pick me up at
Comcast.
11, and then we would take like a smoke ride up to the 24-hour one in Amherst.
Nice.
So, and then we'd be like, "Oh, cool," because I remember, no, Tewksbury wasn't open yet.
Amherst.
Tewksbury?
Tewksbury's 20.
I like to see people
It
outside of
used to be.
Massachusetts.
Now with COVID, it's not.
I like to see people outside of Massachusetts try and pronounce the word.
Yeah.
The towns. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
They're like shrews.
You're talking about Massachusetts
Yeah,
itself. Some
I like-
people can't say.
Yeah.
Peabody.
Peabody.
My friend from Canada can't say Massachusetts.
My
she goes,
friend doesn't-
Massachusetts. She keeps
My
like,
friend doesn't either. She said Massachusetts.
Who's that?
too many. It's too much.
It's too much.
Forget about Mississippi.
Yeah.
Massachusetts, baby.
Yeah.
Spell that one.
yeah.
I can't even spell it for you right now. I've lived here my whole life. Put a gun to my head right now, Sean. It is Tough.
MASSACHUTTE.
double T's at the end.
Yeah,
huh?
double T's.
It's still a doozy.
Yeah.
It's a long one.
It's a long one.
Massachusetts. Poor Native American word. And
Yep.
bastards got wiped out.
Sure.
Dan's around collecting their arrowheads and we're taxing their
1
land.
million arrowheads are found a year still in this country. You know what that means? That means 13,000 years of Native Americans lived here and dropped a ton of shit, and it's still here.
Or there were
like-
way more of them than we thought.
Yeah, no, there were a lot. There were a lot. The population was huge when they came over. Then they came back, and it was like wiped out by like smallpox. They left.
I feel terrible about that. I always have. But at the end of the day, my stance on land is the same. It belongs to whoever has the strength to take it and hold it. And that's the rules of nature.
But Borat, if they don't give you power, you must take
You must,
power.
yeah, well, that's just the rules
He was
of
telling
nature.
somebody he wanted to run for something.
When you think about virtual land, it's not that adage is gone.
What are you saying? It's already been gobbled all up?
No, what I'm saying is like you don't have to be the biggest or strongest.
You just have to have.
Could they just
some.
keep
You have to
making
be a
more?
hacker.
Could
Yeah.
they keep making more virtual land on different virtual servers?
Probably.
I'm sure it's endless.
Yeah.
Man.
But you don't have to. You could be some little tiny little nerd in a
Yeah.
basement going, "I'm gonna take over this."
Yeah. Right.
They probably don't talk like that.
Fire
They
photon.
probably talk like the Matrix people, like those like in the Matrix when those people go to see Neo and they have the thing. They have, give me the codes or whatever.
Yeah.
When they want their computer.
They're all
disks. he's like,
EDM people and rave people.
if anyone asks, you didn't
That
get
was
that
one of my
from
favorite
me.
parts.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
hands them the 3.5 inch discs,
Yes.
which don't exist anymore that I know about.
Right.
Yeah, I saw a teenager inspecting one time on
What the
TikTok.
fuck
It was
is this
fucking
thing?
hysterical. She kept like sliding the metal
How's it
part
work?
back, like, and she's like, "There's a lock unlock thing." Like, she's like, "What's this metal circle in the middle?"
The SD card is just like a tinier one of those.
Yeah, basically.
I am genuinely curious to see what kind of technologies emerge in the next 20 years because I feel like we got like a little bit of a standstill going on with like the TV screens and the phones and everything. It's gotten better and it's faster and it's crisper, but it's
For
you know,
sure.
nothing. You know, it's not like Back to the Future where like a 3D Jaws is gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
It all
like-
starts with pornography.
Yeah.
you love it. You love it.
It all starts with that.
the-
and then
that's
they
how the show
advance.
started.
Yeah.
I saw one of my friends was posting. They're like, "Okay, other than porn, what can I do on the Oculus?" Like,
Is that what it's for?
yeah.
My buddy from the gym with one leg, he spends a lot of
my
time in
mom
VR.
has
Is there,
one
is there a
too,
big,
but I don't think that's what she uses.
is there a big
for.
porn
Yeah,
Oculus?
yeah, for sure.
Jesus, I'm definitely not getting one of those.
And the machines that go with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about this.
And you could like
He'll be like Quagmire when they first friggin' introduce him to porn.
Yeah, dude, I don't belong. You can't mix that. I just want to say this right now, right? People talk about
But you can like get live videos, so it's like live chicks doing this stuff, and you got
with
the
a thing.
Yeah.
And then you're doing a thing.
Can I
and
do it
then
with like a
it's
cartoon?
like you're doing
chick,
her
like
through
Jessica
robots.
Rabbit.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sure, you should anything.
Kim Basinger from Cool World, right? She
Sure.
was hot. Okay, so people talk about this all the time when they buy a bed. They're like, you spend 1/3 of your life sleeping.
Yeah.
You know, where it's probably a little bit less than that, but it's a good argument, right? You spend a lot of time in that bed.
Yeah.
Nothing sucks worse when you can't get up because you slept like shit and your bed sucks. But you sleep somewhere that isn't your bed sometimes.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
Such a
God.
first world thing. Oh my god, like
True.
any soft brand new bed in any country would be like, oh my god, this is amazing. We're like, nah, I need Tempur-Pedic. I need nice soft
Sleep.
Well,
I need
pillow.
sleep number.
Time out. It's not just the comfort isn't just about the bed itself. It's about that's your little space and you're in it and that's
sure.
where you sleep.
We have a nice bed. I'm not saying we don't.
No, but I'm saying like when you go to bed in your own bed, it's like, oh, I'm home. I'm in my own bed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, lights out. That's when you're whatever you get for comfort. That's the maximum, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to say that
It's still first world.
I haven't done the full calculations yet, but I've spent something like 8 real years of my life playing video games, maybe 10.
All right.
It could be a quarter of my life.
Yeah.
So I spent about 3 hours a day is the average, I would say. Mm-hmm. Right, but there were periods in my life where, like, you know, I was a kid, I played way more, and there were like sometimes I played less. But like I love the Xbox because it tracks like real time hours you've spent in the game. Like me and my other buddy are coming up on a year now on this one game, and I'm like, holy fuck! I was talking to him, it was like Brian 03. I was like, bro, we've spent almost a year of our life playing this game, and that is in no way depressing. I was like, that is like, for me, that's like luxury.
Yeah.
I'm like, I live an awesome life where I got to spend a whole year playing this.
Quentin has logged like 55 hours in one of his video games. We were like, whoa.
Yeah.
We're like, but he's almost 11.
Someday there's going to be a point where humanity itself spends less time in the real world than they do in the virtual realm of whatever gaming system Microsoft has at the time.
Eventually, it's just going to be like workplace, everything. You just go in, you sit down, you put on your headset.
Yep.
That's where you go.
And we're paying for it all with microtransactions right now. They're duping us and we don't even know it.
Yeah,
they're
for
like,
skins.
hey, you want to buy something in the metaverse?
Yeah.
Buy it now. We're going to take all the money and save it for the virtual prison we're going to trap you in 30 years. All right, well, good show. Dan, you got anything?
No, I don't actually.
All right, Danny's still in good shape, everyone. He did some one-arm push-ups earlier. They were looking good.
Yeah, I'm tired tonight. I have a headache. No caffeine today. I fucked up.
If you are involved in politics, please write your local House of Representative person, state rep, is that what they call
State
them?
rep.
Senator or state rep.
Senator, state
and
rep.
request dueling be reinstituted into the laws of man. We should get
Or at least mutual combat.
Yeah.
mutual
mutual
combat,
combat.
Right.
some kind of place where two people can go to settle things with their fists.
I like that if you both agree.
Yeah, you say, you know what? I do. I agree.
If only one does, it's
If
fine.
you say, you know what? I don't believe in that. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. We could talk it out, whatever. But if you both really want to get in there and
Just
do it,
good
it shouldn't,
sportsmanship.
It shouldn't be against the law.
If
That's
one
all.
person says they want to talk something out and the other one is being an asshole, they're an asshole.
Yeah, and you're allowed to defend yourself if they attack you. It's not a duel. It's
No,
that person.
that's
attacks.
just self-defense.
That's assault, brother.
Yeah, that's assault.
That's assault, brother.
That's assault, brother.
Double damn me.
I just have one more Oculus thing. So there is a game apparently on the Oculus that it's called Drunken Bar Fight. And you have
You're drunk.
and you're fighting drunk people.
Wait, do you have to be drunk? Wait, are you supposed to get hammered before you play?
I don't know. I
don't
just
think
watch
that's
the
safe.
YouTube videos. They're amazing.
Really?
Oh, well, I'm going to have to watch
Yeah,
that. That sounds
just
fun.
do Drunken Bar Fight video game or something.
Yeah, I'll
like
check
I
it
don't
that.
know. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So good. It
Play an
makes me
Oculus.
want
I
to
want
get
one.
it. It makes me want to do it.
I'm not ready to go
Dude,
down
I-
any of these rabbit holes.
It's
If you
so
get
good.
Chris,
It's
have you played an
so
Oculus
good.
yet?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you would be
once,
done.
Once I,
You can have lightsabers.
Yeah.
it's like the reason I've never tried hard drugs, bro. It's like I'm gonna probably like it. You know what I mean? So much
Down
that-
the rabbit
Yeah,
hole.
I'm not gonna get into.
Oh, you'll
that.
definitely like hard drugs.
Yeah, so
I can put a stamp of guarantee on that.
it's gonna ruin my life, man.
Yeah.
So if I get into,
There'll be no more podcasts.
yeah, you guys will be like, "What happened to him?" They'll be like, "Oh my god, have you seen him? He's 135 pounds.
He's just withered away.
He hasn't eaten anything in 6 months except like he's been drinking like a raw egg when he gets up to pee, and then he
Raw
like gets
egg and
back.
orange
Yeah,
juice.
yeah, and he gets back into the whatever the device is. So
Right. All
All
the
right.
devices.
well, stay away from VR unless you're ready to ruin your life, people. Even though I really wanna get
USB
into it.
milking tables.
Prepare for a virtual USB milking facility. We can open one in the metaverse.
We can open one in
We
the
can
meta.
open one in the
Oh,
metaverse.
that's a really good idea.
Sweet, sassy molasses. We can open a milking table facility in the metaverse, and we
Oh,
can
shit.
have
Right, virtual, like...
yes,
Yeah.
and we can
I've seen
have-
those things in the ads on, like, Pornhub.
We
They're
can
like,
have
Yeah.
all
sucking
kinds of-
machines.
yeah, we can have all kinds of weird demons and other shit that does the
Yeah, yeah.
milking. Oh Jesus, we hit pay dirt with that.
Let's go.
I
You
love
Just
it.
get a little machine that you fucking lay on top of and put your little dicky
it.
in, or
Yeah.
Put your little dicky.
Oh, you put your thing on your heads. You look
Yeah.
like you're in there, and then I don't know how it works. They must have it, but we're gonna get into it. All right,
We're
guys,
gonna do this.
audience, stay tuned for the metaverse milking table facility.
Facility.
And until next time, get your hooshies off.